Hi, welcome to another episode of Silver Fox Scotland. Now, there is a Tory MP by the name of John Lamont. He has demanded mass deportations from Scotland of illegal immigrants. And for the rest of the UK as well, it must be said, he's demanded that as well. And he's blasting, though, the Scottish government for their always attempting to shut down or limit debates when it comes to things like immigration. It's almost as though they don't want to talk about it. They think that if they don't talk about it, then it doesn't exist. It's a problem only if you acknowledge it being a problem, kind of thing. But the SNP and Scotland's other lefty parties, such as the Lib Dems and the Greens, have all been accused of being too scared to discuss the illegal immigration problem. They seem to think if they talk about it, they'll be seen as racists. No, talking about it may do something to actually help the situation and show the people of Scotland that they are taking this issue seriously, because it is a serious issue. Now, he's called on the government to do more to deal with the number of illegal immigrants, particularly in Glasgow, where they seem to want to congregate, and it's causing problems and headaches for actual Scots because, of course, they're taking all the housing stock. They seem to be allowed to queue jump right to the top of the list. Now, he's the shadow deputy leader of the House of Commons. He's the only Scottish MP to sign Rupert Lowe's early day motion, which calls for mass deportations of illegals. And he's very outspoken on the fact that political parties are not strong enough on this immigration issue. Man after my own heart, I think. And probably quite a few of yours. Anyway, one of the biggest roadblocks, of course, to getting rid of these people from the UK is the ECHR, the European Convention of Human Rights, which a lot of parties now starting to moot about getting rid of, or at least suspending. Even discussions like this inside the Labour Party now. The mood of the nation is changing. We've had enough, and all parties know it. There are, of course, some lefty loons who say, "Oh no, we've got to keep it." But it's meant to improve lives, but it's not improving our lives, is it? But he is the first Scottish Tory politician to outright suggest the UK should leave the ECHR. There's other Tories saying this as well, but they're all south of the border. But he's the first of the Scots. There's not that many Scottish MPs, are there? Well, Scottish Tories, that's for sure, put it that way. Now, immigration is a big concern to Scots generally, not just the political classes. Recent polls show now it's one of the top three issues that people want to talk about and say it's important. One of the top issues facing the country. And this is unsurprising because of what's going on. And we've seen rallies in Glasgow. We've actually seen the hotel protests in Scotland as well. And it's not a problem that's going away. So unless the likes of the SNP and the Greens and the Lib Dems are prepared to talk about it, then I think the problem's going to get far, far worse. Because if you don't talk about the problem, it festers. You need to throw sunlight onto the discussion, find out what's happening, and then come to a solution. Otherwise, the people will find the solution. And it's not going to be a good solution, is it? So yes, John Lamont, he's absolutely right. It needs to be flushed out and talked about, not hidden away like something that they're ashamed of. And I think they are ashamed of it. They don't want to be seen as being, racist and all that. They want to be virtuous. Look at us welcome them. But you can't turn virtue into vice. Thanks very much. Bye.